Hi guys, good morning. Oops, this is Dan. Hold on, let me turn this up, sorry. Hi guys, good morning, this is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. I greatly appreciate it. This is the general, the daily forecast for the Greater Collective for Thursday, the 10th of December. It is not only set for that date, it is a timeless reading in the sense that it is a message for the highest good of the Greater Collective. Therefore, when you see it is when you're supposed to see it. If nothing makes sense in the reading as you're watching it, that's okay. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. You might just be working on something different. If you decide to make any decisions in your day-to-day life after having watched any of my videos, know that those decisions are your responsibility. Always sort of trust your own intelligence and intuition first and foremost. Never take anything I say over that of a professional in their field, like a doctor, a therapist, or a lawyer. Always listen to those people first and foremost. But utilize this reading and however it best fits in your life and however it best benefits you. And let's get into this and see what we need to know. Please hit the thumbs up button if you like the video or if you're enjoying it, if you come by regularly. I don't say that enough, I think. I get a fair amount of views. I mean, I consider what to be a fair amount of views. It's not a lot by a lot of other standards, but I do get a fair amount of regular viewers, I think, and I don't get probably a very high percentage of likes. So if you could please hit the thumbs up button, I'd greatly appreciate it if you're enjoying the videos and the content. You can also hit subscribe if you're new to me. Hit the bell notification, the notification bell, and you'll get notified every time I either go live or another video uploads and is released. And let's see what's going on. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. So we have that Hermit card underneath, and the last few days we've had a little bit of sort of a slowdown, I feel like. This feels like things are starting to pick back up. I love the rabbit. I love that he represents sort of this newness of spring and that idea of fertility, coupled with the optimism or the enthusiasm of the ace, the new beginnings or the new avenues. This could mean that now is the time to sort of move forward, to be able to take advantage of anything that's being shown to us, given to us, opportunities that may arise. These definitely would be opportunities that would be more, say, maybe financial or dealing with our material world. These could be, promotions at work or new business ventures, anything like that. Today's the day to kind of pay attention to those things and get ready to leap, get ready to go after them and be excited by them. We did have that Knight of Pentacles energy yesterday, so we're still in that Pentacles energy, that earthy, grounded, nice kind of energy, but the Ace is more about inspiration and excitement, newness. So there's an opportunity here to move forward, I think, and we're not necessarily being held back, which was kind of what I was kind of sensing with the last 2 days of readings previous to this one. I will say this, we have that Hermit energy underneath, which is also Virgo energy, or it's Taurus, it's one of the two. But regardless, it is Earth energy, which dovetails nicely with this Pentacles that we see here that we've been looking at. I would say that hopefully we are going inward. Hopefully we're asking ourselves the deeper questions. We're gaining that deeper knowledge, that awareness that comes along with the Hermit, and we're able to make sort of really, practical, solid decisions around whatever it is we do decide to do, and whichever avenue we do decide to take, and whatever it is we're trying to create, right? And so the Ace of Pentacles definitely says to us that it's a positive and affirmative day to begin to take those steps forward to whatever it is that we want, whatever it is that we desire, go after it, right? Well, I think yesterday maybe with the Knight of Pentacles was about formulating the plan or making sure that the steps were ready or that we were ready. Now it's about kind of getting excited about said plan or the idea of something new on the horizon and the opportunity of that, right? We still have that Hermit energy underneath, so we still want to be checking back in with ourselves kind of constantly, not constantly, but making sure that it feels right, that it feels solid to us, and then moving forward. with enthusiasm and optimism and possibility, like dwelling on that possibility. So let's see what we've got here. We've got from the Song of My Heart Oracle deck, I will always rise like a majestic soaring falcon. I flex my wings, enabling me to stay atop of any situation. So I kind of love this, where this falcon is sort of placed. It's over her throat chakra and kind of close to her mouth. And I almost feel like this idea of always rise, there might be something we need to communicate today, but I feel like it's going to be a positive. I don't know why, but I feel like that bird wants to speak out of that woman's mouth or out of her throat chakra, right? So maybe we need to communicate into existence what it is that we want. That's also the Ace of Pentacles, is that newness, that opportunity, and that grounding of like something that verbally we may like have been thinking about or contemplating with the energy of the Hermit. We were mulling it over yesterday with the Knight of Pentacles. There might have been some action that we wanted to take with that Queen of Wands 2 days before, but we didn't quite feel like we could because of the Hermit energy sort of holding us back and maybe asking us to contemplate a little bit more. This I will always rise feels like, you know, looking from a bigger perspective or a more aware perspective. We get to now communicate what it is that we do want or how it is we want it, and then we get to go after it and make it real in a very sort of affirmative way with this Ace of Pentacles energy, right? I hope that we've established the clarity that we were looking for this week. We still are looking for that. So I think also that this communication, or where I'm seeing this falcon around this woman's mouth, is, are we communicating clearly what we want, what we desire, right? I also love her red hair because it brings me back to that sort of stifled Queen of Wands energy that I saw 2 days ago, where I felt like the Queen of Wands was not happy that she was being held back in some way, or not that she was being held back, but there was a moment to pause where maybe some of us wanted to move forward but couldn't. And I think that that's the importance of the Hermit energy that we have going on. But now I kind of feel like this Ace of Pentacles is the go-ahead to start to begin to move, to communicate, to negotiate, to network, whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself out there. Alright, let's look to the grounding stone. And the grounding stone is on malachite, which is centered around the heart center, which is right below that throat chakra, guys. This is energy, right? So I'm saying checking in with our heart, checking in with ourselves, which is that Hermit energy. I kind of feel like this is an opportunity here to kind of operate from our heart, what we desire, what feels right to us. Communicating that will also help us to do this sort of idea of rising, having that clarity. I really like this. This feels new. I love the green in the stone. It associates well with the rabbit and the Ace of Pentacles, because to me it gives me like a fresh feeling of spring, even though we're in the middle of winter, right? So I feel like that optimism that we see in the Ace and the spring nature, the fertility of the rabbit, all of that kind of matches nicely with the grounding stone of the energy. I would say keeping our energy heart focused, clean, pure, in a state of healing. I also love that her green eyes in that card are really pulling my attention too in this I will always rise. So it kind of connects very nicely with that green stone, where we're looking at our energy. Does it feel right? Are we in love with it, in the sense that, does it excite us? Does it make us happy? Does it give us the giggles or joy? Those should be the things that we're looking towards right now. And also, you know, we have the wisdom of that Hermit underneath. So I would say this: anything that we're doing or anything that brings us joy, make sure it only brings us, not only brings us joy, but make sure that it brings us joy first and foremost, and don't worry about what it brings anybody else. It's kind of the feeling that I get. That's also the Hermit sort of withdrawal. Like, we're not necessarily taking others into account. Not that we're disregarding them or being rude or anything like that. It's just like, now is the time. I feel like this week is the time to put ourselves first above anybody else. And if we're not doing that, we need to start to do that. And start to check our energy and check our opportunities and look at what's available to us, and then start to communicate those things that we either need, that we desire, and start to go after them with the purity and clarity of you know, whatever's in our heart. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to you guys. That is your forecast for the day. It's been a crazy month already, and it's I can't wait for this year to be over, but I don't know that that's going to change anything. Anyways, all right, this is your forecast for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button if you feel so inclined. We will look at tomorrow's energy. Today is really, like, to me, I'm looking at these cards. It feels like a very fruitful day, as long as we focus on the opportunities that are available to us. Make sure to do that today, guys, okay? All right, thank you so much and have a good day. I will see you guys tomorrow. And take care. All right, bye-bye.